The other day when I was riding the subway in San Francisco, we stopped at the Embarcadero station, and I looked out the window and I saw a young woman in a wheelchair scuttling towards the elevator. She didn't have any feet, and I thought, Iraq. You know, it's a common type of injury over there. A bomb goes off under a vehicle and the floor of the vehicle comes up so hard that it shatters the feet of the people in the vehicle. So this is one reason why I say it's not enough to wait until Hillary becomes president to stop the war. Sometime before that, I was in Pacific Heights and I saw a man in his 30s come walking towards me using a cane like a blind person uses. And as I got closer, I could see that the side of his face was terribly scarred, and I assume he was blind. So I thought, Iraq, you know, bombs go off, RPGs go off. So it's not enough for the Democrats to say that they don't have enough votes to overcome the veto. And then out in Pleasanton, California, I saw a young black woman in a wheelchair, and I couldn't look too closely. I couldn't stand to look too closely because it looked like she had lost part of both legs and part of an arm. You know, what kind of a life does this person have ahead of her? So it's not enough for a Democrat to say, well, I voted against the money. Not nearly enough. And longer back still, like 2 and 3 years ago, I think I was in San Mateo or someplace like that having lunch, and I looked over and I saw a mother and her young daughter in her 20s, and I saw that the daughter had lost her legs just above the knees. And even back then I thought, that's Iraq. So whatever excuses the Democrats give, it's not good enough. Not so long ago, a friend of mine told me about meeting a young Iraq veteran on the street in San Francisco, and this person was selling his guitar in order to get enough money for food or rent. And the guy told him that he'd been in Iraq, he was on patrol one day in his Humvee, and they ran over a couple of kids, and they didn't even stop to see how they were. They just kept going. You know, for many years after World War II, scholars and others puzzled over how a very civilized people like the Germans could sink into such barbarity. I'm not sure we ever came to any conclusion on that. But now in the year 2007, many people in the world are asking, how could a great country like America sink into such barbarity?